Hello guys, Rachel here of Archaeologists. Today, we're gonna do the short unboxing and also reviewing the Kingsman Gaming TiTan case. Let's do the unboxing. Inside the box, you will find the user's manual, a plastic bag that contains the cable ties, screws, and stand-offs. Lastly, the Kingsman Gaming TiTan case itself. Let's go to the specifications and features. The Kingsman Gaming TiTan case has dimensions of 426 by 285 by 398 millimeters, with a weight of 7.6 kilograms. The Kingsman Gaming TiTan, as you know, is inspired by the Height Y60 case, and possibly the same OEM as the Acer V950 case. It has three parts of tempered glass that cover the front to the side with a thickness of 4 millimeters, making it a fish tank case. Every tempered glass can be removed by pulling it towards you, as every tempered glass is a toolless design and uses a latching system to attach to the case. The case can occupy an ITX to ATX motherboard size. Also, it supports motherboards with reverse connectors for a cleaner look. The case has a maximum clearance of 160mm for a CPU cooler. For the graphics card, a maximum clearance of 410mm in LED. There is one pre-included fan at the rear. You can install a single 120mm fan or 120mm radiator here. At the top, you can install 320mm fans or a 360mm radiator. At the motherboard side, there are three pre-installed fans. You can install 320mm fans or a 280mm radiator here. At the bottom, you can only install 3 pieces of 120mm fans. Now, if you don't want to install any fans at the bottom near the front panel, you can install a hard disk here. You can also install an SSD here, but you need to remove the bottom fan. The case has 7 expansion slots. Each of the slots is modular and can be installed once again if not used. The back panel is made from metal with mesh for ventilation so air can pass through. You can remove the back panel by untightening the 2 thumb screws and sliding it out. As this is a dual chamber case, it has an ample space and cable management holes at the back for your cable management and other components. In this bracket, you can install 2 SSDs, and at the back, you can install a hard disk. In this portion, you can install your ATX power supply. The bottom of the case has a magnetic dust filter to block dust going in from the bottom. Also at the top, there's a magnetic dust filter with the same purpose. For the front I/O, you will find the power button, the RGB button, the mic and audio combo port, a USB 2.0 Type A port, a USB 3.0 Type A port, and a USB 3.1 Type-C port. Let's build a PC. Here are my final thoughts. At first glance, the Kingsman Gaming TiTan gives off a sleek and modern aesthetic, especially if you're into that panoramic case style similar to the Height Y60. But dig a little deeper and you'll find a few things worth pointing out, especially for those planning to build with it. The TiTan actually has a good build quality for its class. It's made with 0.8mm SPC steel, which gives it a solid, sturdy feel. Not the most premium, but definitely far from flimsy. However, the design and placement of the included fans might throw off some people, making it look like a lower-end case when it's not. In terms of airflow and thermal performance, it's average right out of the box. The issue is that all the pre-installed fans are set to exhaust air out, with none pulling fresh air in. This setup creates negative airflow, which can cause dust to build up quickly, especially if you're not planning to add more fans. A simple fix, but something to keep in mind. One thing I personally like is that the case considers reverse motherboard connectors. The layout and cable management options were clearly designed with this in mind, which makes building much cleaner, especially if you're using a reverse connector board. That said, a small drawback I noticed is that the included fans are still SATA powered. While they work, it would be much better if they were PWM controlled, giving you more precise control over fan speeds and noise levels through your motherboard. But my main issue with the TiTan is the pricing. While it's not yet officially sold here in the Philippines, the listed price overseas put it close to more premium cases like the Height Y60 and even more expensive than Acer B950 case, which has a very similar look. For a case that's targeting budget-conscious builders, this could be a deal breaker. The Kingsman Gaming TiTan nails the aesthetics and has a solid frame, especially if you're into reversible cable management setups. But airflow limitations, SATA fans, and its premium pricing hold it back a bit. It's a good case overall, but make sure to weigh your options before making the jump, especially if you're after the best value for your money. You can buy the Kingsman Gaming TiTan for around $189.39 at your nearest Kingsman Gaming affiliated online stores. I hope this video is informational for you. For more videos, click on the subscribe button and follow my Facebook page. And see you in the next video.